for a normal Indian family, first of all, have one glass of chach
Mhm.
or a bowl of curd before you start your meal. You can add some chia seeds to it. You can add any salt or jeera powder, whatever you like. Followed by a big bowl of salad. It can be very simple salad, your cucumber, tomato, onion, kakdi. We have carrots. We have bell peppers. You can use all of that and make a nice salad. Then you can come to something very, very indigenous and desi, I would say. Eat simple home cooked rotis. Your rotis can be millet rotis, jawar, bajra, ragi, any sort of millet. You can combine that with wheat, or you can have it as it is, however you like it. With simple Indian sabzi, green sabzi, and green sabzi and a side of pickle. I would say pickle because a lot of times we have home cooked pickles,
Mhm.
which our parents make with a lot of love, or nani or dadi, they send it to you, which are made with a lot of love and care and without preservatives. So yeah, pickle in curd is something which is fermented food, very essential for your gut. And yeah, that's how I would plate my meal along with a side of protein. So your protein can be your chola, dal, rajma, paneer.
Hello and namaste. We welcome you all to yet another episode of Anubhav, the journey of experiences. We all know how important our health is for us and how our food affects our health. In this period of ever increasing health problems, we thought of bringing you the experience of a nutritionist. Nutritionist as a career is very prospering nowadays. So, without any delay, I would like to welcome our guest for today, nutritionist Nandini Agarwal. She has an experience of over 6 years as a nutritionist and also has been awarded as the best nutritionist in the Rajasthan state. So, let's just invite our guest with us. Hello, Nandini. I'm your host for today, Raksha, and I welcome you to Anubhav, the journey of experiences. Anubhav is very glad to have you with us today, and thank you for giving your precious time to us. So, without any delay, I would like to start the interview if you are fine. So,
Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling me and on your Anubhav platform, and I'm glad to be here.
thank you. So, let's just since our audience would like to know about your background, so can you just briefly describe about yourself and what your background is?
Yes. So background, I'm an MBA in finance by degree, but by passion, I'm a health and nutrition expert, and I love to help people to achieve their health goals. And yes, I know every year everybody makes New Year resolutions where they want to become fitter, where they want to achieve them. But I my job is to make it easier for you to achieve your health goals.
Like, what was your starting point to shift from a career in finance to becoming a nutritionist?
Career in finance, I would say just happened because I think commerce was easier than science, and arts was something that did not interest me much. So I was left somewhere in between. Though now I feel that had I actually taken up science, it would have been so much better for my own stream because now I completely study about science, human anatomy, different, how we absorb food and like etc. It's all related to bio and science and like chemistry. So yeah, but it eventually happened because I wanted to help myself, and it was purely just to do it for myself, that I could be fit and healthy, and shed some weight, and not get deficient, and become older and lose all of those bone weight. And I didn't want all of that. I wanted to be a very healthy, with regards to my health and with regards to my well-being. I did nutrition, and I started helping people around me, and slowly, gradually, it just became my profession with all the certificates and with all the degrees that I got in nutrition. It's slowly and gradually, but yeah, it it just became my profession, and I really enjoy it. So I think it came much later in my life, but yeah, now it is something that I really want to like pursue.
Yeah. So, like, I would like to ask at this point, like, as you said, like, your background was completely different. So, while becoming a nutritionist, background doesn't matter really, right?
So no, for a dietitian it does, because you are registered, you are licensed under the law.
Mm-hmm.
But for a nutritionist, you need certain diploma courses, and you can do a basic course, intermediate course, advanced course, and an expert course, and you're certified to become a nutritionist.
I see. So, what is the duration of these certificates, and are there any famous institutes or something where you can pursue?
About it took me about 6 to 10 months, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
For
because I was so much into it that I kept doing one after the other, that I just cleared one and I enrolled in the other. And, it just happened like one after the other, or probably one or two things happened at the same time. The advance and the certificate was happening at the same time.
Mhm.
So yeah, it really depends on you, like how you want to go about it and how much time do you have to give to your studies. So accordingly, you can plan that. Yeah, there are a lot of institutes now. But there are a lot of privately recognized also institutes, but I would say you can get a diploma degree from anywhere. Like I got from Pune-based nutrition and fitness sciences, but you can get from anywhere. But whatever the base of the nutrition is the same. The education that they are giving you is the same. What differs is your own experience when you start dealing with people. So that's how it really happens, because just like a doctor who studies medical all the time, but eventually they really gain the knowledge when they are sitting with the patient, when they are in that OT, or when they are actually dealing with everyday problems that the patient has, because then you put your book aside and you don't want to just go by the book. If you just keep going by the book, uh, barely you will be able to help people. But yeah, you start applying your education, but you start giving more practical solutions to it.
So it just goes with our motto, Anubhav, the journey of experiences, I think.
Oh
So,
yes,
yeah.
totally.
So, what do you think matters as like to become a good nutritionist?
What matters?
Yeah.
I would say what really matters is that how much uh, how much do you value the health of yourself, of
Mhm.
people around you, and of people who want to connect with you. Like, how much you really value their time and energy that they are giving to you. So if you start valuing that, I think if you start paying attention to yourself and to your surroundings and to the people who want to connect with you, it just makes all the difference. You just need to like get that connect, and uh, आपको आगे क्या करना है, that always the education and the experience tells you. But the connect is something that you must have at individual level.
Yeah. Completely agree with your like answer. So, how does a day in life of a nutritionist looks like? How is your day?
Okay, frankly, it's not as fancy as Instagram makes you look.
Hmm.
Trust me, because we have, as any other nutritionist or as any other professional, I also have some personal responsibilities and duties. And yeah, that's how I start my day. So I start my morning with waking up my son, letting him go to school. Then I have my own exercise routine, my breakfast, and my work. And by the time he comes back around 5.
Mhm.
So 5 in the evening. So once he's back, I'm finished with my work and like all of my work calls and everything. And then it's just about family time in the evening. So yeah, very simple life day to day. But yeah, we have a lot of like networking and social gatherings and stuff like that in Jaipur. So yeah, which we tend to do like twice a week or something, however
I
we are
see.
free with schedule.
So, like,
But on a day-to-day basis, the life of a nutritionist is pretty simple. And I eat pretty simple. I eat
Mhm,
simple home cooked meals. That's what I prefer. I don't like to eat out much. So I'm a simple eater and I love home cooked meals. So that's what works with me. I love greens, and I love, like, local green vegetables that you
mhm,
get
yeah.
in season. That's something that I really like to, like, indulge in. I really enjoy, and yeah, that's a part of my diet for sure.
So, like, as you said, like there are some social gatherings or for the nutritionist and everything. So, I presume like the number of nutritionists are increasing in recent years. So, what are the career paths? What are the different career paths a nutritionist can pursue? Like private consultations, for example.
So yes, a lot of nutritionists, you can, like align yourself with certain, like, fitness institutes, or like gyms, or different kind of workout routines, pilates. You can join them, and you can guide their clients. So there are people who are already coming who want to do something about their health. So that's the easiest way to get clients, and that's how I started my journey. When I became a nutritionist, or I thought of becoming a nutritionist, the first thing I did was I started consulting at gyms around me.
Mhm.
So yes, I started sitting there, and I just, like, sometimes I would just sit and just talk to people, like what do they eat, without even, like, giving them a diet plan. I would just want to understand that what is their day-to-day routine, and like why do they like to come to the gym? Is it only because of, like, eating, say, momos after the gym, or you just like really enjoy working out, or
Mhm.
like what is the reason? So that's the easiest way to actually kickstart your profession journey with regards to nutritionist. You can just start consulting at gyms, and then you have like hospitals, and you have like small clinics where people are very willing to, hire nutritionists. And because everybody need these days, say a gynecologist always needs a nutritionist around. So they want to consult people for PCOD, PCOS, hormonal issues, weight gain, weight loss, feeding mothers, so many issues with women, and they want a nutritionist on call. So yeah, there is a lot of scope around. And then ultimately you can start building your own name, and you start making your own company if you want to. And yeah, that's how the journey goes.
Yeah,
That's
hearing
how it
from
went for me.
you, yeah, hearing from you and your passion about nutritionist as a nutritionist, I can feel why you were awarded as the best nutritionist in Rajasthan. So
Thank
congratulations
you.
for that, actually. And
Thank you. But yeah, start small. Don't fear from starting small. Don't fear that, oh, what will people say if I go and sit there, and what will people do? And there are like bodybuilders, and they are like weird people coming this and this. I think, like, leave all of those inhibitions behind you, and just go and just interact with people. All sort of people need some kind of food advice, and yeah, they want to be consulted.
Mhm. So do you think recently people are more aware about their health?
Oh, yes. People have become so much more aware about their health. Um, Post-COVID, they talk about health all the time, but on the very contrary, they do very little about their health. So there are going to be endless discussions where, where people would talk about health. But when you see around, there is so much more growth in fast food restaurants, to your junk food, to your consumption of processed foods, and like so many more new products when you enter a supermarket. So
Mhm.
many newer kind of chips and this and that, and the junk aisle is full of newer products. So obviously there is a demand for these products also. You can't ignore that. Having said that, all the discussion that people are doing in their close groups within their family and friends, I don't know how much they are really implementing that those discussions in their real life.
So actually, I totally agree with you. And like, I'm, I too face that because, but there are reasons for that, like for the junk food or like eating outside. I think there are reasons for that. And one of the reason is I do not have time to cook. So in this busy life, like when you don't have time to cook, or I live alone, like, so for me also, like अकेले के लिए क्या ही खाना बनाना टाइप हो जाता है. So like
I
for
know.
these people, eating outside is much easier option. So what would you suggest for these group of people?
I would suggest two things. One is at least start having one home cooked meal in a day. You know,
Mhm.
that's where you can really start. Start with something simple, easy recipes, which can be cooked in like 15 minutes. They don't need a lot of preparation. They don't need a lot of planning. So easy, quick, but healthy recipes which are good for your health, which include a lot of fresh fruits or vegetables, or things which are good for your health. Start including at least one meal of that in a day. And secondly, when you're eating out, become more conscious of what you want to like eat. So start choosing things which are like more healthier, because if you're eating out so frequently, start practicing one portion control. So if you're eating out, try and eating with a friend or try sharing it with a friend, because if you're ordering one portion and eating all of that by yourself, say I'm ordering a bowl of pasta and eating the whole pasta, that's about 500 to 600 calories in one bowl. Because outside food is so much calorie dense that we really don't know what kind of dressings to oils to spices to everything. We don't know how much ingredients they are using in those things. So one is exercising portion control, and secondly choosing things which are not fried, which are not too sweet, which are not usually made with maida. So basically avoiding these three things, you can like at least sort some things in your daily life.
Yeah, so like it's a quick question. Can you just explain in 30 seconds one pot meal for these group of people? One pot nutrition, full of nutrition meal.
Absolutely. I'm sure you're coming from Maharashtra, so you have a lot of rice recipes.
Yeah.
So if you're a vegetarian or if you're a non-vegetarian, you have a lot of rice recipes where you combine rice with fish, where you combine dal with fish, dal with rice, and like things like that. Same how I'm from North, we combine a lot of dal rice recipes and with vegetables. So when you're cooking a one pot meal, you can combine dal with rice, which is a complete source of protein and very healthy food. You can combine dal with your dalia, add some vegetables. You can flavor it according to yourself. So sometimes I as a person would like to just add some rice, grate some cheese, add some oregano and chili flakes, and just eat that for a meal.
Mhm.
So you can have different recipes. There are hundreds of recipes for one pot meal with vegetables, with different seasonings. You can make it Chinese style, Indian style, Italian style, whichever flavorings you want. You can go in that, but choose your base as a healthy grain, like a rice or millet or dalia or something which gives you good nutrition. So choose your base accordingly and just use like one pot meals. They are best. Combine them with like you can use packaged curd or yogurt, and like you're sorted for the meal.
I personally always do that. Like I usually make dal khichdi at home and just add every
Yeah,
vegetable I have. So it's
yeah,
quick and because like one pot meals because we do not have time for like
absolutely. No, no, I totally
utensils and
understand.
everything and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But
So
one pot meals can be really tasty. I mean, it is not something that you're compromising on food, on nutrition, on taste. It is all on point.
thank you. So let's just move ahead. And I would like to ask, like you said, like portion control is important. So many people do that, like they try to cut down calories and everything, but at the end they are not able to lose any weight or are nutrition deficient to say. So, like, why do you think these things happen?
So when I say portion control, I would say that you exercise portion control with regards to maida, with regards to eating out, with regards to sweets, with regards to processed foods like French fries and all of that. So yeah, exercise portion control with that. But when you're eating at home, when you're making a say a nice salad for yourself, have a bigger portions
Mhm.
because it includes a lot of your vitamins, minerals, your fiber. When people stop eating enough of good food, that is when they become deficient, and their body stops extracting nutrition from the food. So to extract that nutrition from the food, we need to give our body more of nutrient dense food. That can be in the form of like good healthy salads, to your kebabs, to your steamed, rice, steamed food, sorted food, not fried ones where the nutrition actually gets completely destroyed in the form of cooking. So yeah, do portion control where it's actually needed. If you're eating a nice millet roti or say a healthy home cooked roti with a sabji, fill your stomach with one and a half, two rotis. I mean, you don't have to go like I'm going to eat like five rotis. No, your body will again store it as fat. So even if you're eating healthy food and you overdo it, your body will store it as fat.
Mhm.
So exercise portion control when it's actually needed, and eat bigger portions of things like fresh fruits, vegetables, curd, fermented food, where you need them in like proper quantities.
Mhm. So, can you just quickly explain in 30 seconds what a like well balanced, nutritious plate would look like for a normal Indian family?
Sure, for a normal Indian family, first of all, have one glass of chach
Mm-hmm.
or a bowl of curd before you start your meal. You can add some chia seeds to it. You can add any salt or jeera powder, whatever you like, followed by a big bowl of salad. It can be very simple salad, your cucumber, tomato, onion, kakri. We have carrots. We have bell peppers. You can use all of that and make a nice salad. Then you can come to something very, very indigenous and desi, I would say. Eat simple home cooked rotis. Your rotis can be millet rotis, jawar, jawar, bajra, ragi, any sort of millet. You can combine that with wheat, or you can have it as it is, however you like it. With simple Indian sabzi, green sabzi, and green sabzi and a side of pickle. I would say pickle because a lot of times we have home cooked pickles,
Mm-hmm.
which our parents make with a lot of love, or nani or dadi, they send it to you, which are made with a lot of love and care and without preservatives. So yeah, pickle in curd is something which is fermented food, very essential for your gut. And yeah, that's how I would plate my meal along with the side of protein. So your protein can be your chola, dal, rajma, paneer, fish, chicken, whatever is your source of protein. So that's how I balance my meals.
Thank you. Like, it will be very helpful to our audience, I would say. And what would you suggest, like, for someone who lives alone, like cooking each thing for like everything is not possible, right? So, like, are there any like meal preps that you would suggest? Like, you can just prep the meal on your weekends and you can just eat it on your weekdays.
Sure. You can chop your vegetables on weekends, your greens on your weekends, because a lot of times the greens are tedious to do on a weekday. So you can chop them and keep them in boxes. You can chop your vegetables and keep them aside. So it's just very easy to take them out and just saute them, or just make a sabzi out of it. Other than that, you can make like overnight soaked oats. So you can just soak oats overnight in curd, And in the morning, you can add fresh fruit and seeds to it and have it for breakfast. That's a complete meal in itself. Other than that, yeah, I mean, you can make rotis, kacha rotis, and put them in the fridge and do them later whenever you want to eat them. So all of these are some of the options that can help you in meal prep.
Does this meal preps lose nutrition? Like if we store our greens, if we cut our greens and store it for 4, 5 days, do they lose any nutrition or is it completely healthy to eat them?
If you know that the ingredients that you are using are of good quality and you're making them at home, even if they would lose like probably 2 to 5% as the max, that's
Mhm.
still better than eating outside food, I would say.
I see. So, like recently in India, also like many herbal products or many organic brands are like emerging. So, they are still packaged food, right? Even if they say they are organic, they are still packaged food. So, do you like, are they reliable? Like, should people depend on these type of
So
brands?
yeah, a lot of times we have so many type of snacking brands these
Yeah,
days which say label
mm,
themselves as organic, nutritious, healthy,
right.
and stuff like that. But they all could be high in carbohydrates and fats because ultimately आपको उसका taste तो market के
Mhm.
लिए बिठाना ही पड़ेगा ना. You want to grow that product in the market. If you want to grow that product in the market, या तो आप उसमें ज्यादा फैट्स ऐड करोगे या आप उसमें ज्यादा कार्बोहाइड्रेट्स ऐड करोगे, कुछ आप ऐसी चीज ऐड जरूर करोगे जिससे आपका मार्केट उसको बार बार खाना चाहे. If it is something which is very palatable and your market wants to eat it again and again, it has some kind which your body should not be eating. So it could be preservatives which are hidden. It could be some added sugar in some form. It could be some sort of extra butter or extra. They are all hidden calories. They will not tell you on the label, but when you read them and then you study, they could be having some kind of they use like different kind of gums these days just to make things more tastier. So we have to realize that all packaged food is ultimately not made at home. It is made in factories. It is made by food scientists who approve that they have good taste palates, as per the population.
Mhm.
So we have to be very mindful of these things, even if they are like, if you ask me, if I go to a supermarket to pick something healthy, it's either tofu, paneer, yogurt, Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, not flavored, and probably peanut butter, almond butter, and like very, very few things that I'm actually able to pick up from the aisle because everything else has a lot of preservatives, a lot of hidden calories, and things which I don't really need in my diet.
Mhm. So actually, these calories, like the chatpata food and everything, actually they make you happy, right? I personally like my mood depends on what I eat. So if I eat something happy, like yummy, I instantly become happy. But like in the long run, I think it's not sustainable. So what like do you think your
So,
mood depends on what you eat? And like how can you
so
like
I'll tell
yeah.
you something. If you if you're looking for instant gratification,
Mhm,
that piece of cake, that packet of chips,
mhm,
that packet of chocolates, that will always give you satisfaction while eating. Once you finish eating, it'll make you hungrier very sooner,
mhm.
right? because
Right, right.
because
Yeah.
ultimately it is going to shoot up your blood glucose levels. Anything that shoots up your blood glucose levels will make you hungrier sooner. Once it makes you hungrier sooner, again you will start looking for the similar options to
Mhm,
satisfy that same need, and you're just in that loop again and again and again. So to break that loop, eat foods which are necessary for your body, and then you can have a smaller portion of things which actually
mhm.
give you pleasure, or like give you that instant gratification. Choose a smaller portion. If your stomach is full already, you will have a smaller portion of mithai, right? You'll not have like four pieces of mithai if your stomach is already full. So yeah, I mean, start being more mindful, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
And always when you see if you eat something healthy, which is good for your body, you always feel nicer about it. You always feel more proud of yourself that, okay, yeah, this meal I ate so nice and so well, my body will actually thank me. Rather than thinking that, oh my God, I ate that packet of chips, now I ate that packet of chocolates. How do I burn these calories? You
Mm-hmm.
know, you ultimately put that load on yourself. Why not remove that load slowly and slowly?
I think our audience will be really happy about hearing it all. So I would I would just like to end this up with like what would you like just in one line, what would you suggest to our pursuing nutritionists, those who would like to become a nutritionist?
Sure. I would say that start start following things that are easily implementable for you. If you have in your family people who are diabetic, people who have high blood cholesterol, whatever you start reading in your textbook, start implementing that. It gives you a boost of confidence when you start seeing results in people around you. And yeah, I mean, just just uh, just take that experience in hand.
We have a small surprise activity for you. It's a quick
Oh
rapid
wow.
fire. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, let's just start with our rapid fire questions. So, what's your
Okay.
favorite cheat meal?
Pizza.
Pizza? Like pizza with all the toppings of vegetables, I would guess.
Oh, pizza with double cheese.
Oh. Like, is there any high nutritious food that you do not like?
Yeah, I used to like oats, but I don't enjoy them anymore. Probably
Yeah,
I've overeaten them.
yeah, I can feel that. So, is there any underrated food like which is part of our daily life?
Yeah, your local seasonal fruits, like in Maharashtra you get that peru. It is
Yeah.
so damn nutritious. But I tend to see people not eating that as much.
Mhm.
So yeah, and you have that local beans, pali. We tend to like ignore them, but they are so much full of iron.
So
So
like,
yeah, start
yeah.
paying attention to your local vendors. Those thela walas,
Hmm.
they are your nutrition experts, I would say.
Last question. What would you do in the following situations? Okay. So when you have a craving for something sweet,
I would have a piece of jaggery or dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is my favorite, so I usually
and what would you have like if you have craving for something chatpata?
I spice up my food and I actually eat chaat then. Probably I'll just have a bhel puri
Uh,
or papri chaat, yeah.
it's better than the packaged food, right?
Oh yes, oh
Yeah.
yes.
And if you have no time for cooking food,
If I'm very hungry and I have no time to cook food, I look for healthier options on Swiggy and order something. Order probably a wrap or like something hummus, falafel, or something like that.
so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our video and it was helpful for all, and we wish you all a healthy life. We would like to thank Nandini for today's interview. If you want any diet related suggestions, you can just drop a message to Nandini. We have pasted her website and Instagram link in our description. You can visit her. If you find our channel helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that it can reach to many more people like you. Thank you. See you in another episode.